My dear child, stop for a moment and feel this message enter your heart. It's not here to scare you but to protect you. This is not a coincidence or a dream, it's something I've been trying to show you, but you've been too busy, distracted, or heartbroken to notice the signs. And now Archangel Michael has been waiting for hours just to speak directly with you, pacing back and forth because what he has to say cannot be delayed any longer. Listen carefully because this is no joke. Someone was hired to look into your life. Yes, a private investigator, and they were caught. This involves you. Someone paid them and gave detailed instructions. Someone has been watching you silently, not out of criminal intent but out of obsession and curiosity. They wanted answers they couldn't ask directly, so they followed your silence instead of your smile. They tried to read your soul from the shadows, and the Lord saw all of it. Heaven makes the hidden visible when it's time, and the time is now. It might feel like you're in a movie, but this is real. This is your life, and even heaven paused at the mystery of it. The man who was caught wasn't a stranger to spiritual things. He used to reject the light and dug up pain in people's lives for a living. But something in your life made him stop. He saw something pure, something sacred, something broken but beautiful, and he couldn't report what he found. Instead he repented and left the job and turned toward heaven, and that's when Archangel Michael stepped in and has been trying to get your attention, trying to break through the wall you built around your heart from past betrayals. But if you truly open up now, that wall will dissolve because truth has arrived and love is speaking. Pause right now, feel this message, let your spirit breathe. And if you're hearing this through video, make sure you're connected to receive the next urgent message, because these are not just stories. These are instructions for your breakthrough, your peace, and your purpose. Turn on the bell too, because what's coming next is even more serious. Now go deeper with me. The person who started this didn't mean harm at first. It began with confusion, with care, with a longing to understand why your energy changed, why you became distant. They didn't know how to ask, so they acted in ways that felt safe to them but not to you. And now they regret it. They crossed a spiritual line and heaven is watching them. You might feel betrayed, but don't forget you are protected. You are surrounded by light, and no harm meant for you will prosper. The investigator confessed. Michael got involved. And you are hearing this now because you are not walking blind. You are walking under divine covering, even when you felt abandoned, even when your tears went unanswered. I was preparing the truth to rise. And now someone is going to come forward and admit what they did. Not with anger but with shame. They thought they lost you forever and acted out of fear. But you have a heart I've been shaping, and now I'm calling you to hear this truth with your spirit, not your emotions, because this will shake you but it will not break you. I will not allow that. You are chosen for something far beyond being watched or studied. You were meant to be a revelation. Yes, they will confess, not because they were caught but because your light broke them. They sent someone else to see you but ended up seeing the truth of who you are. And now take another deep breath, because I'm not done speaking. The investigator was stopped by one image, a photo of you standing alone, unaware, but something in your eyes pierced him. He said it felt like a prayer staring back. That image haunted him, disturbed his sleep. And he didn't realize your energy carries my presence. That's why people can't forget you. That's why you confuse them, because you are marked by my love, my voice, and my mercy. He was paid in money but encountered something priceless, you. And now Michael is surrounding you, not just to guard but to reveal. because this isn't just about what was done in secret, it's about why heaven is stepping in. You are entering a time where no secret will stay hidden, every whispered plot, every unseen trap is being revealed, dismantled, reversed because you are rising, and you've felt it, haven't you? Strange dreams, shifting energies, people acting different around you. It's not pressure, it's divine timing moving. What's been hidden is entering your timeline. A storm is passing and a door is opening. Someone who shut it on you will knock again, but this time you'll open it with discernment, not fear. Remember when people misunderstood your silence and left because they couldn't handle your peace? That's because you carry something rare. Your calm shakes the unhealed, and the one who started this couldn't handle your strength. They thought you'd break, but you turned into fire. You rebuilt quietly with me, with tears, with whispered prayers. You found messages like this because you know I'm speaking directly to you. And now it's your time to rise. But listen, this part matters. The investigator left behind a note. He didn't give it to the one who hired him. He left it at a sacred place. And it said, "The one you're looking for is not hiding anything, but you are." Stop before heaven intervenes. And that's when I sent angels to deliver this message to you and told Michael to wait until your spirit opened. And now you've opened. And Michael is speaking. Don't leave this halfway. Subscribe, connect, because you deserve every divine update meant for you. Now listen again with love. Forgive them, even the one who crossed the line, because I am writing your comeback and I need your heart clear. Others are watching too. Not everyone asking how you are wants your healing. But that doesn't matter because I'm clearing your path, exposing what's fake, closing the eyes of those trying to see your future without permission. Your destiny is protected. In the next few days you may get a message, an apology, maybe even a strange contact. When it happens, pause and speak from power, not pain. You have nothing to hide. The truth is finally in your favor, and this is only the beginning. Stay with me because what I'm about to say will shift you. This moment right now is aligned with a prayer you whispered long ago and forgot. But I heard it and never forgot. That's why you're hearing this now. The truth surfaced because I made it happen. I love you too much to let your peace be stolen. This isn't revenge. It's revelation. I'm showing you what was hidden so you stop doubting yourself. Your intuition was right. You weren't too sensitive. You were divinely warned. And now you're being divinely informed. What happens next depends on your choice. If you shrink in fear, healing will pause. But if you move in faith and guard what's still growing, everything will shift quickly. Archangel Michael is watching your energy, waiting for your soul to say, "I'm ready." And when that happens, things you thought would take years will happen in days. Doors will open. People will treat you differently without knowing why. And the one who watched you secretly will either vanish or return humbled. Because when God defends you, no one leaves unchanged. I told you it would feel like a movie. But you are not just the main role. You are the revelation. You are the plot twist that changes lives. Even those who came with secrets are now searching for the truth. You may feel shaken, but do not let that guide your next move. Let my voice be louder than fear. You're stepping into clarity, not confusion, not just in relationships but in your finances, your purpose, your dreams. Everything hidden is being exposed so your path becomes clear. The one who started this wanted peace. They thought you had it, and you do. But peace isn't found through spying. It's received through surrender. Now listen closely. Tonight when you're alone, light a candle if you can. Sit in stillness. No distractions. and speak these words aloud. I allow the truth to flow. I am ready for clarity. I forgive those who trespass. I welcome divine protection. I release fear. I trust God's timing. I am safe. I am seen. I am ready. And after you do this, something will shift. Before the week ends, you'll see it. A name, a sign, something too precise to ignore. And when it happens, don't say it's strange, say it's God. And if this message is opening your eyes and spirit, connect now, subscribe or follow so you never miss the next divine direction. The next message will reveal what this person wants to say now and what God is about to do with your name in places you haven't been yet. Hit the bell and stay ready. Heaven isn't finished speaking. You are not alone. Michael is with you and has already cleared the traps ahead. You don't have to fear the future because what's coming is divine justice. Calm, clear, and peaceful. Feel that peace in your soul. It's the truth your spirit always knew. You are protected. And now for the final part. The man was caught. The secrets are out. The hidden eyes met the light. And what comes next depends on your calm knowing that God planned this moment. You're not powerless. You've just been unaware of how deeply covered you are. Now that you know, clarity will guide you. Your name will be remembered. Your energy will be honored. And even those who once spied will surrender, but stay grounded. Because elevation brings attention, people will notice not just your gifts but the glory you carry. They may question, they may talk, but nothing will harm you because I've sealed your life. No one can stop what's coming. The investigator is changing because of you. He saw something in you that made him reflect. You weren't just a subject, you were a mirror showing him his own soul. And now he's searching for me, reading scripture, seeking peace. And heaven rejoices, not because he was caught, but because he was changed. You have no idea how powerful your presence is. You heal without words, you transform without touch, and even those with secret motives leave with awakening. That's what it means to be chosen. So prepare, spiritually, emotionally, even physically. Because in the next 10 days something major is coming. You might want to ignore it but don't. It's not just a coincidence. It's a divine moment designed to move your story forward, and when it comes, respond from your spirit. Not your scars. The moment you say yes within. Archangel Michael will act swiftly, not with delay, not with hesitation, but with divine precision, because heaven does not waste time. When a heart becomes ready, there is already a ripple forming, a shift in the unseen, a soft rearrangement of circumstances that will lead you exactly where you're meant to be. And though it may look ordinary on the surface, like a conversation, a random message, a phone call, it will carry sacred weight because it has been sent not by accident but by orchestration. And you'll know it not by the words alone but by the way your spirit reacts. You'll feel it in your chest, a quiet knowing that says, this is it, this is part of what was promised. And when that moment happens, pause, do not rush in with fear or suspicion. Take a breath, recall this message, and let your spirit speak first. The clarity that will come after this will be unlike anything you felt. It won't just explain the past, it will realign the future. And God says, I have already gone ahead of you. I've already softened hearts, opened doors, cleared confusion, and prepared answers you haven't even asked yet. And this time, my child, when you step into that moment, you won't be the same version of yourself who once questioned their worth, who once waited for someone else to see their value. You will be the one who walks in knowing they carry light, who speaks from a place of peace, who forgives without forgetting, who leads with grace and strength. And heaven is preparing you for this, not just so you can be Healed but so others can be healed through you, because your story is not just a survival tale, it's a map for others who feel lost, and soon you'll be the signpost they find when they're in the dark, not because you were perfect but because you were faithful, and now your breakthrough will become someone else's beginning. Do you feel how close it is now? Can you sense how everything is aligning? Even in the smallest details there's a divine hand arranging your path, not through force but through favor. Your next chapter is going to be clearer, not because everything changes instantly but because your inner vision is sharper. You will start seeing people as they are, not as they pretend to be. You will feel truth in conversations where lies once lived, and the confusion that once clouded your days will lift like morning fog when sunlight breaks through. And that light, my dear, is not from outside, it's coming from within you. You've always had it, you just needed a sacred reminder, and that's what this message is. It's your reminder that your spirit is stronger than your scars, your prayers louder than the enemy's whispers, and your destiny untouched by any weapon formed against you. And yes, people will be surprised, some may even act like they always believed in you, but you'll know the difference. You'll know who stood in silence and who spoke in support. You'll feel who really prayed for you and who just watched you from a distance. But God says, let go of keeping score. I will reward what they never saw, and I will return to you what they never gave. I am bringing restoration, not just of things but of time, missed years, broken relationships, wounded dreams. I am healing timelines, not just moments. I am mending what you thought was too far gone, and soon even you will be shocked by how quickly the turnaround comes. What once felt delayed will now feel delivered. What once felt like silence will become sudden clarity. And don't worry about how or when, because I am not working through logic, I am working through spirit, and spirit doesn't need a plan, it just needs agreement. So agree with this now. Say within yourself, yes Lord, I receive this. Yes Lord, I believe again. Yes Lord, I am ready, because that agreement is a door, and once opened, angels will move things into position with speed and grace. And Archangel Michael will not only guard your journey, he will make announcements in the spiritual realm that your name is protected, your purpose is sealed, your mission is sacred, and no force, no voice, no plan can undo what heaven has already written. And yes, there will be noise, yes, there may be distractions, yes, there may be emotions, but none of those will overpower the truth that's rising now, the truth that says you are not forgotten, the truth that declares you are being remembered in places you haven't even walked into yet. And I know, my child, it's been a heavy road. You've carried the weight of being misunderstood, of loving deeply while receiving little in return, of standing in integrity while others moved in deception, but none of that has gone unnoticed. And now your reward is not just coming, it's arriving. You'll feel it like a breeze before a storm, like a whisper before a miracle, and it will be undeniable. Doors will open that don't match your resume. People will reach out who once avoided you. Opportunities will come that seem too perfectly timed to be coincidence, and that's because they're not. They are heaven's response to the tears you cried in secret, to the loyalty you showed when no one clapped, to the faith you held when your heart was breaking. And child, I am proud of you. You didn't give up, you didn't turn bitter, you didn't curse what you didn't understand, you kept going. Even when walking forward felt like crawling, and that strength, that spiritual endurance is why you are now being elevated, not for performance but for purpose, not for applause but for assignment. And this assignment will require a deeper level of trust, because where I'm taking you, you cannot afford to be distracted by old narratives. You cannot look back and wish things had gone differently. Everything happened exactly as it should to make you into exactly who I called you to be. And now that person is rising now. That person is being revealed not just to the world but to themselves, and when you see yourself clearly, finally, fully, you'll understand why I protected you from what you thought you wanted. You'll realize why the doors that shut were blessings disguised and the people who left were exits to your expansion, and all of it will make sense, and you'll be grateful not just for the miracles but for the losses too, because every loss was a pruning, every goodbye was a redirection. Every delay was a preparation, and now you're entering the season where everything gets aligned. Your heart, your path, your relationships, your voice, even your rest will feel different, more peaceful, more purposeful, more protected. And as you walk through this, remember this one truth: you don't need to chase anything that's meant for you. You don't need to beg for what's already written. You don't need to compete in spaces that can't hold your grace. What is yours is secure, and what is true will find you. Not because of striving but because of surrender. So surrender now, not in weakness but in wisdom. Surrender your doubt, your fear, your timing, your outcome, and let me take over completely and watch what I do with the pieces of your life you once thought were broken. I am not just fixing, I am recreating. I am not just repairing, I am resurrecting. And child, when you see what's next, you'll understand why the storm had to come before the sunrise, why the pressure had to build before the release, and why the silence was preparing the sound of glory you are about to hear.